Hello everyone, this is Koder Singh, and as you can see on the screen, I have a clock running on my phone. So I've connected my phone through a USB, and you can see this is my phone. And I created this clock because first of all I was kind of missing Android Studio, and it was long that I didn't get any app into it. And second thing, I don't have a wall clock in my house. I recently moved into a new place, and so I wanted a wall clock, but instead of creating a wall clock, I thought I would rather create a clock in my phone, which is kind of dark and I can see it in the night, because sometimes I wake up in the night and I don't want to see the bright screen. I always want some clock to be there. So I have two phones, so I decided to create an app for my Android phone, and so that I can have clock always on with the with the screen always on without going dim, or without going getting locked, the phone getting locked. So I'm gonna walk through. I learned a couple of things, like the pinch zoom. So I'm able to pinch zoom it. So I'm using it on my I'm doing it on my phone. I'm able to pinch zoom it. This is kind of I learned something new in it, the gesture one, and how it has been implemented. I'll show you. So I will be making a custom widget into it, like widget in the sense like just like text view or button. It's just the view, and we're gonna write the own class for it, and I'll show you guys that how we can do it. Um, and similarly, we'll learn one more thing, that how we can always keep the screen on, and what are the listeners to it, and how to remove the flags and add the flags. Anyway, let's start with it. So I've already created the Android project with the name my clock, and the first thing first, I'm gonna go to the layout. Okay, I'm already in the layout, uh, and then I'm gonna go to the text. Instead of this text view, we're gonna do text clock, and in it similarly, instead of the text, we have a default mechanism called Android format 12R. So we're gonna have HH, MM, SS, and A. So HH, MM, SS, and A is basically our minutes and seconds, as you have already seen. So I would give a font to it, font size. Just hold on. Text size. Sorry, it's text size. I completely forgot. It's been quite a while. 50 SP, and so let's run this app on my phone. Let's see how does it look. And just one more thing I want to clarify, that I used format 12R just because I have it in my phone. You guys can use 24R if you guys follow 24 hours mechanism in the format. Then you guys can definitely, instead of 12 hours, you can just write 24 hours, or you can just add on both. The moment you change the settings from 24 hours to 12 hours, it's going to automatically change the clock that way. So uh, let's see, the Gradle is gonna build. I don't know how much time it's gonna take. And and if you guys need the code, then do let me know. I can post the code on the GitHub, and we can like, you can collaborate, or you can take a fork or something, or you can create a pull request to add some new features. I just have two features into it. I can just change the color from the dark mode to light mode, and I can pinch zoom and zoom out the text size of that text clock. That's all. And I wanted it to be simple, and I wanted it to be ad free. I saw a couple of them. There were too many ads, but I agree that we need ads to, like, developer needs ad to make money. But I thought I would rather make my own one, and would share with you guys. Um, if you guys wanna have the build of the APK, then do let me know. I'll also post a link in the description, so that you guys can enjoy it, and instead of just creating it, you can just use it. And and for the code, yeah, do let me know in the comment. I would suggest you guys um that you guys follow the tutorial and code with me, so that you guys learn something. And I guess it's running, it's installing, and let's see on the device. Yes, as you can see, here it is. It's 4303 or whatever it's counting. So now what we have to do, we have to remove this part, the my clock part from here. So we have to go to the theme, you have to change the theme, we have to go to manifest, and we have to go and change the theme to something no action bar, theme compact app no action bar. So let's see how it's gonna look now. I hope the Gradle build succeed, or we have to restart the app again. Let's see, because it's something, I don't know. It's a new feature that you just apply the code and you just restart the activity instead of running the old code. So no, we have to restart the app in this case. In the case, I like Flutter. If you guys have, my guys must have heard about Flutter. It's a cross-platform framework to make apps and Android and iOS. So you just code once and you can deploy it twice. And as you can see, I have changed that particular thing is kind of gone. But again, I want to get rid of this also, like this particular bar, like the notification thing. I don't need it actually. And so what are we gonna do for it? We're gonna go to main activity, and we're gonna come over here, and now we're gonna write the code for whenever we have whenever it resumes, like on resume, instead of writing in on. Okay, on resume is not coming. Okay, on resume. So whenever it on resumes is, if you have worked with, if you know about the lifecycle method, so on resume always gets called whenever the app is comes into like it is, you can see the app. So like if you go back, it goes in the background or foreground, and it comes alive. So always the on resume method is called, whereas on create method is called only get called only once, like get called only once. So anyway, we'll start with it. So we're gonna write window. So I'm coding in Kotlin, so we don't need to do get window or something. So we're gonna do window and decor view, system UI visibility. Yeah, that's great. So we're gonna have view view dot system UI flag full screen. Yeah, I got it. And at the same time, we don't want to hide, we want to hide the action bar. So that's supposed you gotta hide the action bar with this also, dot hide. So why we are doing the question mark over here, because it can be null, since in our case it is null actually. And that's it. So let's rerun the app and see how it's gonna perform. Like, is it gonna remove that particular thing or no? Gradle build takes a lot of time, so you guys can just fast forward it. Yeah, now as you can see, we don't have the bar up there, and it's completely the screen. So now I don't want my screen to go off. So what to do at that time? So like, I don't want my screen to go off. So again, in the on resume, we have to add, like, I'll write the command screen for screen not to go off, or phone get logged. So we're gonna do window. We're gonna add a flag into window. Window dot add flag. Oh god. So it's not window. It's yeah, window or add flags. And then we're gonna write window manager. This is one of the way. Window manager and layout parameters, param, sorry, and flag keep screen on somewhere. Keep screen on over here. So we have added this flag. At the same time, we have to remove the flag. So we will go for on pause. So in on pause, after super, we're gonna write window clear flags. The same thing. I'll just copy the old code, or I'll write it. Window clear flags window manager dot layout params dot flag keep screen on. So we're just adding the flag and removing the flag, so we don't want our phone to go into that particular thing, that particular phase. So this is one of the way, and one more way is that you come over here, we say screen keep screen on, so we can set it to true. But I kind of like we can do this also, but I kind of like this method, because if someone else is developing the app, and so most of the times the logic is being written into the Kotlin files or the Java files, so very less people check the XML file until unless the code is really documented well. So only then one would be able to check it into that particular file. So anyway, we're gonna now jump into that if I click something, that the background should change and stuff like that. So first of all, I'll give a background to my constraint layout. So I'll give my background color to be something like okay, let me just search. Let me just give the ID of it. First of all, I'll give the ID is back, and we're gonna search the background. We're gonna write, I'm just writing this particular color, E8 FF. So it's white, and the text color we're gonna go for this in here is we're gonna go to over here, we're gonna choose something bluish, or we can choose, yeah, we can go for this one. Let's see. Let it run, and at the same time we will create a function to change the background color. So we will declare we'll write a function to change color, and we're going to change color and make it private. The change color the change color will be having two things, like a dark theme or a normal theme. So if it's a dark theme, then we just have to add the parameter dark theme. We'll add boolean. So if it's a dark theme, then we will go for the theme, else we will do something over here. So anyway, I'll show you that device is ready. So as you can see now, it is showing me the color, background color is white, and the text is blue. So this is light theme over here, and now I'm converted to dark theme. So if the dark theme is there, I would write one more function, private fun set color to set theme. So we're gonna have two colors over here, which will be a background color, background color, it's gonna be string, and again we're gonna have one what we can call it a text color, right? Text color, again it's gonna be string. So I just want to check if I give the ID to the text or not. I'm gonna take time, instead of time I will say time tc, time tc, and then we're gonna go to manifest, and we're gonna do back dot set background color. We're gonna have color dot parse color, and over here we're gonna pass the background color. And similarly we're gonna go for the text one. So the text is time tc, and the color will be set text color dot parse color, and the text color. Come on. So yeah, so if the theme is dark, then we're gonna go for light colors, as I already told you. So let me just check what was the color for this one. Okay, this was the color, the text color. So again we're gonna do set theme so I already copied it, so I'll put it over here. And again, now if I want to go for the dark color, then I would rather copy it. Like, I've already written the code to save time. You guys can change the theme color. You guys can create a settings for it, and you can have multiple colors stored in it. So I can do that too, but I wanted it to be simple. So that's why I didn't go for too many colors. Set theme, yeah. So by default we're gonna have dark theme is equals to true maybe, and we're gonna put the listener on the back, set on click listener. So the dark theme is equals to dark theme, and we're gonna do change color dark theme. So if you have not understood what is it, we have to go for the var. So if you have not understood what is it, so dark theme is equals to not opposite of dark theme. So if it's true with the question mark, it will become false, and so hence it will become false and over here. So let's run the app and let's see if it's working fine or not. And you guys can fast forward it. So yes, as you can see, if I click over here, it changes. Now we want to store it. Like, I want to store my what will be the color, what will be the theme color. So if I want to store it, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to create shared preferences. Since it's only one value, so we will go for shared preferences. Val sp is equals to this dot shared get shared preferences. So we're gonna put the name as my clock and 0. So now instead of dark theme, we're gonna get it from sp dot get boolean theme, and by default its value gonna be true, and we're gonna call it by change change color dark theme. And over here again we will create an editor val edit shared preferences edit, and this editor will help us to save the theme. So we're gonna do edit, put boolean like theme is equals to dark theme. Okay, dark theme, and we're gonna do edit dot apply. Do not use commit. So commit is like synchronous, and apply is like kind of um, asynchronous. So it won't help you. I mean, it won't block your app or your execution. But even though if you do commit, it won't take much of your resources, and it won't like you won't feel that something has changed, like something has stopped. So anyway, I've put in and let's see. So I have saved it, and if I click over here, and now if I go back in my app and I go for the clock, my clock, and my clock is black. If I go for the white one, it's gonna save to white. So anyway, so we have saved it into this one. Now the main thing comes, which is to create a pinch zoom and zoom out, zoom in and zoom out. So in that case, we will be creating our own custom class, which I will call zoom text clock, and so we're gonna use it. We're gonna let's create one more class over here. Java class. So we're gonna call it zoom text clock. Okay. So we're gonna extend text clock. Extends text clock. We're gonna alt enter, make constructor matching super. We're gonna import all in constructor but remove one since it needs API level 21, and it won't make any difference though. It's fine. So yes, now we have to define couple of things like couple of variables like private scale gesture detector m scale d ms gd, and again we'll have private float m scale factor 1f. So I'll explain you what all these things are. So private float default size. So default size is basically what is the default size of the text right now, and private float zoom limit is equals to 3f. Yeah. So now we're gonna create one more. We're gonna create a method called private void initialize detector. We're gonna have the default size initialized over here. Default size will be get text size, yeah, and we're gonna have a kind of yeah, we're gonna have scale detector since we didn't specify it. Let me just grab it and put it over here so that I remember what I have to initialize. So msgd is equals to some scale detector. So we're gonna have scale, and before that we're gonna create the class for this, for our custom class for this particular thing. So we're gonna have private class scale listener extends scale gesture detector dot simple on scale gesture listener, and we're gonna override a method, and we're gonna the method name is on scale. So on scale, yeah, we're gonna do a return true, but before returning true we have some logic which we have to build over here. So m scale factor is equals to detector get scale factor. So we are getting the scale factor from that particular detector, like how we are pinching and other things. And again, m scale factor will be equal to math dot max 1f comma math dot min m scale factor. The m scale factor can be in minus or can be very very small or something, or zoom limit. So whatever is minimum, like m scale factor can be huge, then the zoom limit we don't want to we don't want our user to oversize the text size, so that's why we're going to use it. So we're going to do set text size and we're going to use type value, which is complex unit px type value. This complex unit px, can we see px over here? Yeah, complex unit px. And then again we have the default size into the m scale factor. So we got set text size. Okay, I'll tell you. So we're getting the scale factor from the detector, like how much I'm pinching and how much I'm not pinching. The m scale factor again, I'm gonna take I'm multiplying the m scale factor with the default size. So I don't want to go to 0 or something, because if I go less than one value, then it's gonna be 0 and I won't be able to see anything. And again I'm gonna limit it with a zoom limit of 3, that I'm gonna extend more than 3. And so that's why this math.min is here. So whatever is minimum, we're gonna take it, and we're gonna set the text size over here. And again, so we're gonna go over here and we're gonna initialize the msgd, which we have not initialized. We're gonna write it on new scale gesture detector. We're gonna pass the get context into it, and then we're gonna pass this particular new scale listener. I'm gonna initialize it. Okay, it's already done. So it's already taken care of. The zoom limit is something is something we can, again we can have private void set zoom limit if we want to change it later. So I'll say limit float, sorry, float limit. Okay, it's not content, float limit. And we're gonna say that this dot zoom limit is equals to limit, and it is, and list. Okay, we're gonna refactor by rename list list listener. We're gonna put a semicolon over here. So now we have created the zoom text clock, but how to use it? So we're gonna go to activity main, and we're gonna go to text, and we're gonna go to example.myclock.zoom text. So it's my package name, and zoom text clock is the class name. We're gonna rebuild the app and let's see if it's gonna work or not. I hope it should work, but Still, can't say anything. So you guys can fast forward it again. So sorry, the Gradle takes a lot of time. I hope if you guys develop Android, you guys must be knowing it. And now after this, we're gonna save the zoom of that particular thing. So let's suppose I've zoomed it to 10, but now I don't want my screen to go off and like you know and forget about it, like at what thing I zoomed in to. So let's see if I zoom it. Okay, I have to set the listener. I have to set the listener that main activity is zoom. Okay, I didn't set the listener at, so we have to set the listener. That was stupid. Okay, so we're gonna do on touch event in the same class. On the on touch event, we're gonna do super on touch event. We're gonna return true, and before returning true, we're gonna call that particular uh, function to perform the normal msgd dot on touch event. So that was something I missed. That was the main thing. So you guys added these particular 3 lines of code, and you're gonna be good to go. I'm sure it's gonna run this time. Anyway, let's see how it is performing, and we have to save it too. So we're gonna see where do we save it. So now if I zoom in or out again, it's gonna. Am I missing something over here? I don't know if I'm missing something or not. It's okay. I have this particular detector and I have on touch event. I have okay, I have not initialized the detector. So I have to initialize the detector every time after the super. I'm gonna copy it. So this is how you debug the code. Like once your project grows and becomes complex, uh, things happen. But I'm really sorry for this, guys. Didn't want this to happen, and I hope, like I'm 99% sure that it's gonna run this time, but fingers crossed. Android Studio has improved a lot, like if I compare it with the previous one. Okay, so here it is. Now I'm gonna pinch zoom, and yes, it's working. Zoom in and zoom out. Zoom in and zoom out. Okay, it's working pretty good. And if you have come so far, then give a pat on your back because you have done something really like something. It's just not a normal clock. You can zoom in and zoom out. And so now the thing comes that I want to store this particular size. I want to store this size. So instead of float, we're gonna go for float. Float. The final size is equal to default size into m scale factor size. And over here we're gonna get shared preferences. So we're gonna go for shared preferences. sp is equals to get context. So we can call get context since it is a subclass, like it is in the main class of that particular view. And we can call it, so we can go my clock, the mode will be 0 over here, and then we're gonna go to the editor. So we're gonna have shared preferences dot editor is equals to sp dot edit, We're gonna have e dot put float or put something. Yeah, put float. We're gonna have the text size to be final size, and we're gonna replace this size also with final size, and we're gonna e dot, we're gonna commit it over here. So it won't make any difference. You can commit or you can apply or you can do whatever you want to do. So we have saved it over here, but at the same time we have to get it from here. So now we are getting the dark theme, getting the theme, getting the text size. So we're gonna do val text size equals to, what should be equal to, sp dot get float text size, and by default it's going to be 0f, sorry, 0f. So if the text size is not equal to 0f, then we have to do time dot tc dot text size equals to text size. So if it has not been set up till now, so there's no point we set the text. So that's what I was trying to do over here. So anyway, let's run the app, and what more features you can add is you can create a settings page where you can have multiple options for the color. You can save it using not shared preferences for sure. If you're using multiple things, do not use shared preferences at all. Instead use room database. I've created a tutorial on room database. You can see it top on the right corner. I'll give you the link. You can just click it and go, and I'll give you the link in the description as well for the room database. It is very handy and it is really nice, and you can store the data in the SQLite format, and it's gonna be very easy for your users to choose the color from, and it's gonna something you're gonna enjoy working on. So let's see, our app is ready, and we're gonna zoom in, and now I'm gonna restart the app. Let's hope for that it stays the same size, since I guess the data must have been stored on it. And let's see whatever it's gonna be. I think something went wrong. I'll stop it, and then I'm going to restart it, stopping the application. I don't know what's wrong. Unknown device. Yeah, it's connected. Let's rerun it. So let's see if the text size is gonna work or not, and if not, then why it's not gonna work. Okay, so as you can see, it has created such a huge instead of the, like, we left it over here, maybe somewhere over here, and it was huge when we came back. So why it happened? So you must have not noticed, but over here I use this typed value of complex unit pixels, unit px. So we have pixels over here. So we have to do the same thing over there. So you just have to copy it, and we just gonna over there we're gonna paste it. But yeah, instead of, we have to change the variable name. We're gonna have the text size over here and remove the semicolon, and we're gonna add the dot, and we're gonna import the type value. Alt enter. Yeah, it's happened. So now we're gonna rerun it, and now let's see. Now I'm 100% sure the app is fully complete. You can use it, and you can like keep it on the side of your bed, and you can switch on the phone. The energy which is being used is very low, like comparatively, it's very low since it doesn't have anything. It's just displaying the clock. So if I run the profile over here, you will be able to see, and over here's a clock, the same font size we got. So you can see the energy which is being used is none or light most of the time, since it's not doing anything. And you can see the CPU consumption is 0% or it's 2%. I don't know why it goes to 2%, whatever is the reason. So it's really less, like comparatively. So you can always have this keep on running, like the entire night. You can, because it's we usually sleep for 8 hours or something, so it will be very helpful in night. And if you're in the morning at your office desk, just click, and here's the light mode on. Okay, thank you so much guys for watching the tutorial. If you liked the video, then please like the video. I like thumbs up, give the thumbs up to the video, and subscribe my channel, and let me know if you guys want to know something else in Android, React, Flutter, Golang, or anything, any technology you guys really want to learn, or something you're interested in. I would really love to create content for you. I know a lot of things, but sometimes I don't get time. Sometimes I'm not sure what content to create, and sometimes I feel it's too hard. Sometimes I feel it's too not up to the mark that I posted on the YouTube. But until I get your feedback, guys, I won't be able to decide what to do. And anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching the tutorial. It really motivates me when you like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and comment. थैंक यू सो मच. आप ऐसे ही मुझे सपोर्ट करते रहिए, एंड मैं ऐसे ही आपके लिए ट्यूटोरियल बनाता रहूँगा. थैंक यू सो मच गाइस. आई होप यू विल बी स्टेइंग ट्यून विद द चैनल.